Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today, for your Sunday series, it's going to be yet another Florencio Hour, cast by Falcon Paladin. Florencio recently sent me a replay pack of creative replays, and I'm going to cast a few of them for you today. And if you want some more, then let me know in the comments. And I think I will do it again next week because there are not very many professional replays at lotv.spawningtool.com. We need a WCS event to wrap up and release their replays. And until then, we're just going to do whatever. All right, top left-hand corner for game number 1 of this Florencio compilation is going to be Florencio, the Red Protoss player, and in the bottom right, it's going to be the Blue Zerg player, Ladabaz. Blocking off. Ooh, blocking off with the pylon. We've seen some rage. We have seen some rage about pylon blocking recently on the channel. If you didn't watch the cheese compilation last week, which honestly is kind of a Florencio compilation, just not with Florencio. Exactly. I should really just start throwing flow replays into that thing and see how they work out, because sometimes they're cheesy, sometimes they're not. Like right here, not really seeing much cheese out of Florencio. Looks like he's going for okay, that was a forge first into a gateway. So never mind. Perhaps he is going to go for some cannons at some point. Look at that. He's blocked off everywhere. The Zerg player could want to expand for his natural base. Oh, this is frustrating. Block enough by natural, fine. But if you block off this base and this base with pylons, I hate my life. And what I'm going to do is something stupid. Going to try to probably flood you with lings, although defending here with some cannons would be pretty good from Florencio. Oh, throwing up a hatch. Okay. Fair enough, man. Oh, Florencio doesn't know this is here either. He's throwing up a cannon just because he knows the Zerg player is kind of desperate to do something right now. So he just throws up the hatch over here. If there's anything that's going to scout this probe might see it on the way back home, but it's very, very close. Overlord sees what the front door looks like, says, okay, interesting, interesting. The gateway just finished. There's one cannon coming in, and the cybernetics core is on the way. No zealots in production here. This does not actually look good for Florencio. Lings already starting to move out here for the Zerg player. Is he getting speed? Nobody's going for a Roach Warren. I'm loving this. I'm loving Proxy, Roach,
piling on your pylon,
and Ravager up against Florencio's front door here. The Lings do take down this pylon just to maybe make Florencio think there's nothing too untoward going on here, right? He just wants to expand out here. It's late. You're going to win. Congratulations. Florencio feels fairly comfortable at this stage.
The enemy has taken a sudden interest in your pylons.
A sudden interest in the pylon, and now does he see the creep is the question. Camera says another cannon comes up. Camera says, is he just going to give this up? He canceled his natural. I think maybe he's like, I don't know if I can expand here. I love the shield battery idea. There are lings coming. There are not enough lings to do anything against this number of cannons. There are the roaches. 4 roaches in production. Lings moved across the map. They are not going for speed at all. This is going to be largely a... Oh, and a spine crawler coming up too. Yes, I am 100% on board here with this from the Zerg player, Ladabaz. All right, what do we get? We're going to get Spine. Going to go in and whack on that pylon. Maybe that forge, get some stuff done. I don't know that Adepts or really anything out of the gateway is going to be super useful here for Florencio. Ling Roach Ravager is pretty fantastic against gateway units in general. There's the Stargate. The Stargate is what you want if you are Flow. So there it is. Coming up, cannon on the high ground. I guess worried about maybe cannon placement, or rather spine crawler placement here, causing him some problems. But yeah, Corrosive Bile, landing, shield battery, heals it up. So at this point, you just want to do as much damage as you can to the outside stuff. Ravager can hit that forge without taking any damage at all. I'm liking it. And as much damage as you can do against those cannons, just draining the energy off of the shield batteries is what this is going to have to be from Ladabaz right now. Oh, also, maybe not wandering into the range of these cannons, if at all possible. Void Ray in production. There are 2 queens here, though. Ooh, and a fleet beacon coming in, too. So maybe Tempest to defend. This is such a weird game. I love Florencio replays. This is a good one. Oh, Corrosive Bile is wasted, unfortunately. Going on a forge that was almost dead there anyway. Going after this pylon. It is not on Artosis pylon. It does depower the gateway, though. That is a little bit problematic. Shield battery is down to 2 energy. The shield... You know what? Just go. Just go. Let's move on in. Take these cannons down. Void Ray is here. Focus down the Void Ray with the Queens, transfusing each other as best they can. Void Ray has to flee from the Queen Anti-Air because it is so dang good. Lings cruising on up here. Not a good place to be, guys. But take down that Cybercore. Take down what you can at this stage of the game. You are one base versus one base. The Protoss player is going to have an advantage here. And the Tempest have begun production out of Florencio here at the top of the ramp. But losing the Cybercore is a major problem. Additional Spores coming up, but again, Tempest pretty good against Spore. Throws it by, going after that cannon. Shield battery hitting it from way over there. The heal range is a lot further than I thought it was. Gonna be honest with you, Queens. Are there additional Queens in production? Because there really should be here. Oh, killing the Overlord for high ground spotting. I'm not sure if that's what you want to be doing there. Oh, the cannon goes down. That was a huge play there. Another cannon comes up. Forced to pull back a little bit here, making additional Queens. Got the Spores, transfusing units to keep them alive. Spore Crawlers getting hits off. Look out, Void Ray. Look out, Void Ray. All right, so the Queens are now hammering away at that Tempest. Again, the damage is insane on these Queens. The damage output is exactly what you want in this situation if you're Ladabaz. I really like to see him expand behind this. He's got about 500 minerals in the bank, but re-blocking it off. Florencio is re-blocking off the natural base of Ladabaz. What? He is such an annoying Protoss player. I love him. I love him very much. But by golly, does he just make me want to rage as a Zerg player here? Creep spreading in here a little bit. Again, firing away. So we've got healing down here for the Zerg and healing up here for the Protoss. 24 to 16 workers. Florencio is fully saturated at his main base. Ladabaz is not quite there, man. Not quite there, fully saturated. I love the Queen count, though. It's pretty fantastic, but do you need Corruptors? Can you take up to Corruptor is the question of the day. Oh, that Void Ray is down. A little bit of some bad control there by Florencio, but I think he's up overall in this game. Again, the worker count is insane. Ladabaz is not expanding at all, though he can afford to do so. Maybe throwing up an additional hatchery up here would be pretty fantastic. He just keeps wandering over and dying. This is a contained scenario, Ladabaz. You don't want to try to break up that ramp. Don't worry about it. Just keep contained. Keep your Queens and your Spores down here. Expand 2 or 3 times. I'm interested in going for the Hydralisk down. They are pretty fantastic against Tempest for sure. But the Tempest outranged the Spores, so the Spores aren't really useful now that the Void Ray is gone. But yeah, expand, dude. You gotta do it. I do like that he droned up. He's at 24 workers now. Fully saturating his extractor would be pretty fantastic rather than oversaturating his minerals. But the creep is creeping. Maybe creep over this way a little bit more if you can. Queen's wandering in and then just pulling back to the shield batteries here. Tempest doing some work. This one already has 3 kills. And yeah, these Spores are not long for the world. So there's the expansion from Ladabaz. I feel like this is about 2 minutes too late. Once you had Florencio on his back foot like that, expanding was something you could have done a bit ago. But the Mass Tempest, man. The Mass Tempest putting in work here off of one base for Florencio. Ladabaz is going to make as many Hydras as he can. He is not working on either the upgrades for range or for speed. He really needs the upgrades for the range, if at all possible. He's droning up from this forward hatch, which is hilarious. Queen stabbing away. Blah, Queen goes down. There are enough Tempests here. They're doing serious, serious damage. The hatch goes down. Spore Crawler dies. Creep is still present, as there is not a robotics facility for detection on those observers out of Florencio. Natural base, fine. Ladabaz, you working on Hydras, man. How many do you have? 3 is not enough. Also being supply blocked is bad. He is making additional overlords to compensate for that. Not working on the range upgrade either. Is this Tempest counter? Oh, that Hydra trying to do stuff dead. You don't need to push with the Hydras. Defend with the Hydras. Oh, what the secondary cannon rush? Tertiary cannon rush. I don't even know what this is. Florencio cannon rushing the natural Ladabaz at the 9-minute mark of this game. Spine Crawler trying to retreat on home. That is not going to happen, my good friend. Third base is saturated. I'm liking it here from Ladabaz. 2 bases here versus 1 base is a much, much more healthy place to be versus a Protoss. He needs to transfer some of these probes, or these drones rather, over to that base, but Hydra, nope, bad place to be. Unfortunately, your third base has been scouted. Oh, hang on. I think they were just heading over here so that they could be protected by those cannons, but nope. Free Hydra, good. Free drones, good. Free base, good. And Florencio wins as Ladabaz taps out there at about 9.5 minutes. That was hilarious. Oh, man. Have you ever seen a game like that? Have you ever seen a game with a proxy hatchery at the front door of the Protoss, and the Protoss responds with Mass Tempest and wins? I've never cast a game like this. I haven't. I never have. Florencio never expanded. I loved the cannon playback here. It's absolutely hilarious. and just fantastic. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, this is what we're in for. This is what we're in for here in game number 1. What do we got for the rest of your Sunday? I don't know. Stick around for the entertainment and the creative value of the Florencio Hour. We'll be right back. All right, game 2 of our Florencio Hour is going to be on Year 0, the Ladder Edition. Top right will be our very sneaky Florencio playing Barcode. He is the red Protoss. And in the top left is the blue Protoss. His opponent, it is Saint from the Faith Clan. That kind of matches up. All right, so this replay is labeled Do Not Enter, all in caps. I'm curious to see what that means. And hopefully we can figure it out together. Year 0 is where Amon lives and lurks and dwells with his 8 eyes. Hey, he has 8 eyes. Does that mean he's an arachnid? Or is that 8 legs? I think that's 8 legs. It's late, you guys. Doing my best. Doing my best here, as always, but having a good time anyway. Hey, show me your eyes. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Amon. There are your beautiful, beautiful eyes. Glowing in the dark over here. Yeah, I mean, this is an incredible model. Like, whoever made this thing. Ah, it's amazing. Amazing stuff here. I find it interesting that essentially Blizzard has outsourced its map creation to the community. They're like, hey, guys, make a ton of maps and then have a contest and vote on them, and the best ones we'll choose and tweak them a little bit, and then we'll make them for ladder. Ta-da! And I mean, in one way, it's good for map creators to get the exposure, right? Like, Avex is one of the creators. You probably wouldn't know him unless this was going on. But at the same time, it's like, come on, Blizz. Make your own maps, guys. And actually, I may be exhibiting some ignorance here. Perhaps Blizzard does make a bunch of their own maps and only some of them. Oh, is this a thing? This is a thing. I didn't even notice. I should have been watching out for it. This is a Florencio special where he stacks all of his probes and pretends there's only one coming in, but really there are 100, and then he wrecks your economy, and you have a bad time. But you know what? Saint's kind of holding his own here a little bit. He's doing okay. Saint, never mind. He's down to 6 probes. It's to 14 workers, but how many are over here? For Florencio is the question. Enough. It's definitely enough. Is that your ball game? I think that's your ball game, guys. This is a very fast one. There are no probes left here. Ah! Oh no! Saint! Saint with the anger. Man, I try to make this channel like safe for work and family friendly and stuff, but oh, he throws down the pylon so the zealot can't get through to help. Florencio wants to know what a mongoloid is. Saint. I'm killing your pylon. Too loud. Oh, Flo. You are absolutely hilarious. Truly hilarious. Alright, man. So Saint's down to a zealot here. Actually, you know what? Florencio's not doing anything back home. He doesn't have anything. He literally has this Nexus. End of discussion. He does have an 18-3 worker lead, which is beautiful. What? Saint Imp. That Florencio is Russian for some reason. Actually, in fairness, Florencio could be Russian. I don't know. He speaks English very well. I've only talked to him on stream before, so I mean, he could be Russian. I don't even know what's going on here. You're Masters. Live with it. I mean, I guess if you get to Masters, you should be able to handle cheese, right? Oh, this is beautiful. Man, Saint is so mad. We've had so much rage on the channel recently. It makes me uncomfortable a little bit. I don't know about this. Okay, let me tell you something while nothing is happening here other than the chatter back and forth. So my oldest boy, he was diagnosed with ADD, and it's not a huge deal. I mean, he was getting good grades, not the best grades ever. He just had a hard time concentrating and some things going on, and the doctor diagnosed him officially with ADD. So put him on a very, very low dose of Adderall, and he's been taking it. And is he coming back and doing it again? He's doing it again. This is so dumb. He's gonna kill the zealot. Killing the zealot is just GG, isn't it? Although the zealot taking some probes with him. 6 kills on that guy. No! Wow. Takes down a lot of the probes there. Still 15-6. Saint maybe not in as bad a position as I thought. Anyway, one of the effects, it's helped him concentrate. His grades have improved. He seems a little bit more, I don't know, just more stable. He's a good kid. I love him a lot. But one of the things is he reacts to conflict and violence like it really bothers him. And that wasn't ever the thing that bothered him before. He'd fight with his brother. I got a forge. Almost has a forge. He'd fight with his brother and tease his brother and hurt his brother sometimes. You know, brothers do. But now he never does it. He never does it on purpose. If his little brother and little sister are fighting, he wants to make it stop. He wants them to be at peace with each other, and it's just an interesting side effect. I don't know, man. Drugs are weird. Drugs that deal with the brain are extra weird. Did he just sneak out here? He snuck out here with a pylon trick. Or he built the cannon from here, got pushed out. Oh, it's so good. These tricks, man, they're working really, really well. I think Saint's just dead. I don't know what Saint's going to do here. Another pylon comes up. Cannon's going to finish. I think that's GG. I don't think Saint has an answer here. Flo followed up Stupid Cheese with more Stupid Cheese. Throwing a Nexus inside the Protoss base is absolutely hilarious. One probe goes down. This gateway is going to go down. I mean, sure, eventually these probes will take down this pylon, but you're losing so much mining time here. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a good look here for Saint. Oh, and making a Stargate. Saint, do you have resources to make Stargate units? You do not, but you are going for double gas, fully saturated. And you do have, what, 5 probes, 6 probes on minerals? Alright, alright. Maybe like a Void Ray would be cool. A Void Ray wandering over here and base racing would be pretty interesting, actually. Ah, cancelled. Cancel it because there's a cannon coming up here. Another pylon goes down. He is not letting these probes out. That has to be what this is. This has to be what this is referring to. You shall not pass. Do not enter, right? So either the Zealot couldn't come in and the probes can't go out. And Saint has been stuck either wanting to come in or leave his base for the last 5 minutes and just hasn't been able to do it. And there is the final piece to the puzzle. Recalls all the probes inside the house. It is 24-14. This should be a win for Flo. Still mad about the Russians. I don't know, man. What the heck are you on about, Saint? You need to be shot. Dude, for somebody whose name is Saint and from the Faith, he were real mad. He was a really, really mad guy. Look at Flo. Still in here killing stuff with his probes. Cannon's doing serious work. Throws up a gateway of his own, sprays the cheese down. I think we saw that already. I didn't mention it, though. Absolutely hilarious. Just, man, Florencio. This is some good stuff. This is some really, really good stuff from him. All right, man. The first 2 were good. I think this whole pack is amazing. And again, I don't have the time to cast all of them. So, again, let me know in the comments how this is going for you. And we'll be right back. Third game's going to be on New Repugnancy. Bottom left, red Terran player Barcode. And in the top right, the blue Protoss player Florencio. Alright, so... Florencio sometimes plays under Barcode and sometimes he doesn't. And... I kind of feel like there's not another Florencio in the Flotos clan. So I'm pretty sure this is Florencio. He told me one of these games he plays Terran. I don't know. I don't know. We will tell by the cheese, right? Yes, we will tell by the cheese. Alright, so probe moving on out here past the little dog thing, which are not actually critters. They're little parts of the map. I don't know what they are. You can kill them with splash damage if you're trying to kill dogs, which... Don't kill dogs, man. Don't do it. You're not a good person if you kill dogs. Anyway, probe moving on in, and yeah, the way this probe... Yeah, this is Florencio. Alright, man, so this is actually Flo. One of these I feel like he said he was Terran, but maybe he didn't send that one to me now. Maybe that's a later replay. Anyway, what is this? What do we do against Terran? Cannon rushing a Terran doesn't really work because they can lift off, and getting a tank out effectively kills it immediately. Ooh, Barcode knows who this is. He knows this is Florencio. Yeah, says Florencio. He's not hiding. Not hiding this time. Oh, my MMR. He's so worried about this. So there's your gateway. There's your 2 cannons. He sees it. Do you want me to leave? Florencio asks. I mean, no. Come on, man. Don't leave. There's a bunker. I'd really like to see one factory, man. Just get your factory started. You can almost afford it. You can almost afford your factory. In the meantime, this barracks needs to lift off at some point. Where's this Marine going to come out? Oh, good. The bottom. Thank goodness for that. And actually chasing the probe away. There are 2 probes here. They need to sit on the high ground. Yeah, so I think there's no saving this supply depot. You can save the barracks. The barracks is savable. Especially with a repair. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. Again, you need a factory now. I know you're under assault. I guess you're blocking an expansion attempt that Florencio probably doesn't even really care about. I'm not sure that Flo cares about that all that much. You need a factory, like right now. Alright, another barracks? No, just get a factory. Get a tank. There's our factory. What, over here? Sure, I guess. Why not proxy your factory across the map? This is a weird game. They're all weird. Why am I so surprised when they turn out weird? This is Florencio we're talking about. He plays so much StarCraft in weird ways, and eventually you're going to get just crazy, crazy games, really high quality crazy games to send to people like me and people like Pig. Barcode blames Grimy for this. Who the heck is Grimy? I don't know this story at all. And then he recalled his probe back home. So this is it. I'm pretty much rolling with this right now. There is an adept on the way, but there's a bunker, and there are 3 Marines, and I just... No! All right, fine. They got the probe. So high ground now belongs to these Marines, and they can work on the cannon. Unfortunately for them, there's an adept on the way, and she does not care about your Marines. Not even the smallest bit. This factory is going to tech lab. Is he going a starport, too? Is he going for like a proxy Banshee thing here? That'd actually be kind of insane. I'd love to see a proxy Banshee thing out of the barcode player right now. Adept. Oh, shades in. Ooh, hang on. Hold on. Not what you want to be doing here, Adept. You don't want to shade inside the Terran base. Nope, that's right. That's right. Get out. There's a bunker. There's a bunker there. I don't have an accent of any kind. I just kind of do a mishmash of Australian and English and whatever else is in there. All right, man. Starport is finished. Maybe lift off, throw onto the tech lab. Yep, there we go. Remember the first time you saw that buildings could do this in StarCraft 2? And how essential it is now? Yeah, me too. Are you supply blocked? Oh, for heaven's sakes, Barcode. You're doing so well. Now you're supply blocked. He's worried about oracles coming to kill him, and I can't necessarily blame him for that. An oracle follow-up is serious business. Void Ray coming in, a more Tempest play. Wait. He's trying to proxy Hellions over here and going for a Liberator, but the Void Ray is going to counter that instantly. Oh, the Void Ray. I'd love to see a Cyclone. A Cyclone would have been so good. Wait, where does this exit if it can't? Science! StarCraft science. Where will this Hellion exit? Here, I suppose. This is actually hilarious from Florencio. It is literally... my gosh. It's trapped him in this little prison. I mean, at this point, you cancel the Liberator, right? Because you're like, Liberator's not doing anything with the Void Ray out there. Viking, better answer. Liking Viking quite a bit. Ooh, a Widow Mine. Yeah! Widow Mine's here. Meanwhile, we're one basing it to one basing it. Actually, Florencio has a natural base. I'm a liar. It is 2 base to 1 basing it. Whatever comes out of this factory, you need to kill instantly, Mr. Void Ray. You don't know what it is. You can't tell what it is. Burrow. Burrow. Burrow now. Burrow. Oh, it makes it. And it gets a hit off. All right, fair enough. That was okay, I guess. I was expecting it to do a little bit more damage. The Void Ray was damaged already. But yeah, factory done. Florencio nowhere near supply blocked. He has so much supply because of all these pylons he threw up for non-supply reasons. Liberator getting some stuff done and is dead. This is what I'm talking about. Liberator might get some work done, but it's not escaping at all. Expanding up on the left side. Barcode. How did he get an SCV out? Oh, I guess the SCV that was already out running around that built this stuff is now just building a command center. Seems entirely fair. Oh my gosh, it's a battle cruiser. It's a battle cruiser, but the problem is there are Tempests on the way. Oh, Void Ray Tempest is really good against battle cruiser. No, Barcode. Why would you make these life decisions? See, look at this. Ow. Extra damage versus, ow, massive. This Tempest is just going to ruin your day. Ruin it. The Void Rays with Prismatic Alignment are really good, too. Battlecruiser was probably the worst possible choice you could make. Literally the worst possible choice you could make versus what we're seeing here from Florencio. It's a stupid composition, but of all the things you could have done, I guess maybe Marauders and Hellions would have been worse. Tanks would have been real bad too, but of anything that can technically fly and attack back, a Battlecruiser might have been the worst thing to do there because it can't run away. I mean, tactical jump is a thing, but insane. All right, so what are we looking at? 27 to 34 workers. Terran player is throwing down a Ghost Academy. Wow! He's trying to out-meme Florencio here. Is he going to go for nukes? I don't... This is the problem is, do you have an answer for these guys? You got missile turrets, you got a bunker. Adept cruising in to see what's going on, and actually, almost finishing that transfer. I don't know if that would have been a good idea or not. Holy oversaturated over here, though. You can't recall your workers over to the sneaky base, though, can ya? Can ya, barcode? No, definitely not. This Adept, do you have any kills? I don't think so. Just been doing some scouting from time to time. That's all you gotta really work on. Why are you researching Yamato gun? Barcode, give up. Give up on your dream of going mass battlecruiser here. It's not gonna serve you well. Barracks goes down after being healed up to pretty much full health there. Bunker in trouble too. Tempest are so dang good in the early game. They don't do a ton of damage, but they are so good against a lot of the early game stuff, you know? Don't lose a Void Ray for no reason. Ooh, that was close. 22 hit points on that there Void Ray, and it's time to evacuate, I guess. No, we're swapping. Swapping for what? Tech Lab again. Okay, what you need here are reactored Vikings. Do you have a Viking? No. 3 Marines and a Marauder. Ball game. That is ball game, Florencio. Bank game's over. I know Barcode has a sneaky base. That's cool and everything, but what are... Is he still... Where the heck... Oh, down here. Dude, why are you making another battle cruiser? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here at all. I really don't. This Terran player is making weird decisions. And he dead is what's going on here. Yeah, man. I mean, Barcode is floating a whole bunch of money. He's been in panic mode for the last couple of minutes, in fairness. He's still trying to make battlecruisers. What is the definition of insanity? Oh, sure. All right, man. He killed one thing with Yamato. That was cool, I guess. So, 2 kills on the VC, and he jumps over here to where there are already cannons and stalkers and tempests. More tempests. Oh my gosh, the tempest count. All right. Well, goodbye, battlecruiser. Worth a shot. GG! And Florencio comes out on top again. What a weird game that was. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen the cannon rush attempts, right? I've seen this against Terran before. I've seen them push further in, but I've never seen the Terran player respond by going for a proxy liberator with a proxy factory inside the Protoss base with Hellions into battlecruiser, responded to with tempests and void rays and a handful of stalkers. Just nuts. Absolutely crazy go nuts stuff here. All right, more. We definitely have more, you guys. So don't go anywhere. We shall return momentarily. It's Kairos Junction. It's Maximilian. And it's Florencio. Top left, red Protoss player Florencio. And bottom right, as the music kicks in, it's the Terran theme, Maximilian. We need to swap that up, don't we? All right, man. Florencio undefeated. I tell you, though, he sends me losses as well. I make it a requirement for people who send me replays frequently. I didn't have to tell Florencio about it. He just sends me losses anyway. He is a scholar and a gentleman. All right, so probe scouting, or maybe probe proxying. Forge coming up back home. Gonna open with a cannon rush. cannon rushing Terran is an interesting thing, right? It is. I'm just going to go with it is. Because again, Terran players can lift off their buildings and fly them away and reestablish somewhere else. And then you're like, ah, but all my cannons are here. What are they performing for me? What duties are they doing here? The answer is nothing. Wow. All right, man. Throwing it up. Bam, bam, bam. SCVs responding instantly from Maximilian. I'm liking what I'm seeing here from this Terran player. Can he get through the wall? He looks like he's going to kill one of them. He's going to kill one of them here. I don't know if there's any saving it necessarily. Wait, there was another SCV. One of them is trapped back there. The SCVs are doing dumb stuff. And there's your cannon, and the probe is trying. Oh, probe is stuck. Probe can't get out of there. Probe is in. Actually, probe can get hit but can't leave. What setup is that? All right, so that probe dies, but cannon on the way. Only 2 SCVs can hit this cannon. Yeah, more and more cannons coming up all the time. A reaction is Marines. Is going to be Marines here as well as a bunker coming up. So response from Maximilian pretty good. But by golly, that cannon finished, and I'm not sure the Maximilian has the ability to mine anything at this stage. How many mineral patches are safe right now? He takes down one of the cannons. Really important for him to force a cancel there. So this bunker is complete. But oh my gosh, he can hit the command center. This cannon can hit the command center. That's a liftoff. That's a replant somewhere else. Thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and throw it at the natural base. If you don't mind, the Marines are going to cover this exit. Or maybe just land down here. All right, so we land down here. The Marines need to make sure the cannons don't do anything else. Florencio back home. Very happily going into double gas. Very happily going into his first gateway of the game at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And all right, the Marine Cat is nice, salvaging the bunker. The only thing that's left here that indicates there was a Terran present are the 2 supply depots. Everything else has been relocated and kind of walling off this area too. Interestingly enough. All right, so bam, bam, bam. I like the animation of buildings landing. They kind of do a little bounce. Poof, poof, and steam comes out. So just a lot of Marines. Marines are pretty good at answer to whatever the heck Florencio is going to kill you with here, or try to kill you with. Cybercore on the way. It's a little bit a ways from going on here. Maximilian in a decent spot, I'd say. Sure, he's down 23 to 15 workers, but his army supply is fantastic compared to Florencio's currently 0. And really, I guess the Marines can't come up this ramp because the high ground belongs to the cannons, and Marines don't trade well with cannons at all until they have stim and combat shield, which they don't. These are unupgraded Marines that are just getting pumped by Maximilian right now. He's also making SCVs very intelligently. I'd love to see him take an expansion, but he's spending his money too well for that right now. He's not saving up for an expansion at all, which I guess if you're going for it, just kind of a huge defensive play. Recognizing if you know it's Florencio, if you're getting cannon rush, there's going to be a crazy follow-up of some kind. So if it's Tempest, Marines are going to be great. If it's Void Rays, Marines are going to be great. If it's Oracles, Marines are going to be great. Marines are some of the best anti-air in the entire game, pound for pound. Queens might be better, cost for cost, right? 150 Queen anti-air might be better than the 3 Marines unupgraded 150, especially because of the range involved. It's really the range and the damage done and the rate of fire. Queen anti-air is fantastica. Fantastic. Oh, this probe snuck back on in, you guys. Look at this probe. Haha! You thought you'd expand. No! Also, I'm going to do more crazy stuff up here. How's that sound to you? Like I said, I don't think the Marines can do this. Look what they're going to try to do. Brr, 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 brr. And hesitation cost you a Marine there. That's what I'm talking about. You can't get up that ramp. Maybe with this number, but how many Marines do you lose in the process? I don't know. Oh, Florencio with the follow-up cannon rush on the high ground of Maximilian's attempt to re-establish a base down here. Let him be in peace, Flo. He's just trying to mine in his new home after you kicked him out of his old one. Robotics Bay from Florencio too. What the crap, dude? Disruptors, I guess? I don't know, but the Marines need to get up here and start killing cannons immediately. Like, right now. They don't know. They don't know there are cannons here, and suddenly, goodbye, everything. Goodbye, SCVs. Which mineral patches are safe to mine from? Not those 2. Not these 2. I guess this one neither. Maybe this one, this one, this one, and this one, and maybe the 4. Oh, but the pylon. All right, another pylon. Focus down, losing Marines in the process, but they got to get it, and they do. And they do. We're looking at 14 units lost. Total of 9 SCVs. Not good. Not a good place to be if you happen to be, I don't know, a Terran player. Why are you clearing this out? This is a weird decision to clear this out, dude. That pylon does nothing. This pylon depowers things. Alright, we're cool. Maximilian does manage to expand to the left of his now main base, and he has cleared out the Florencio infestation on his side of the map. He notices Florencio doesn't have an expansion of his own. Expanding is for chumps. Ah, it is Colossus. Recognizing the high Marine count here, it's going to be Colossus from Florencio. They trade exceptionally well. Versus Marine splash damage at high levels of damage are what you need to deal with Marines. Disruptors, Banelings, Ultralisks. All of these things are good answers to these Tier 1 lowly Marines. You'll notice they're all like Tier 3 units. Or, I guess Banelings aren't really Tier 3, but anyway. Stalker Colossus coming in. This looks pretty scary, I gotta admit. Out of, what is he? Medivacs, perhaps? This is an interesting play from Florencio. I'm liking it. I'm liking this. A bit of a Stalker Colossus play before the Terran gets too much stuff, you know? Once again, who cannon rushes into Colossus? Florencio does. He knows that's an upgrade. He knows that stim, and he wants it dead, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it, and it's working against him. This little choke area is working against his Marines and Marauders. Vikings in production. I think he was planning on making Medivacs, but now Vikings are the correct answer. You can't chrono boost it. My goodness, this barracks is gonna die. Look at this little choke. You can't bring the SCVs over. Dude, lift this one. Maybe come around. I don't know. This Colossus already has 6 kills. Let's kill the barracks. Another barracks is down right now. Marines trying to just come out of the barracks. Not gonna happen. Bruh. They burn to death. Ugh. Falling to the earth. Not accomplishing anything. 10 kills on the Colossus. Here we go. Vikings. Oh, actually, Colossus doesn't make it home. Does get sniped down. That's kind of a huge deal. That is sort of a huge deal there for Max that he got the Colossus. There's another one back home for Florencio. It is 26 to 14 workers in favor of Florencio. The thing is, he doesn't have the natural base. He should have expanded during that attack. Did not do it. And here it is. Now he's expanding at the 8-minute mark because it's a Florencio game. Boom, boom, boom. Good news for Max is his expansion's already done. He can mule here. His income is actually going to be better than Florencio despite the worker discrepancy just because of mules, of which he has 3 running right now at this base, and Florencio is horribly oversaturated at his main and long distance mining from his natural too. So you'll notice down here 1200 to 400. It's 3 times as many resources for Max because mules are a good unit. Vikings in production, so Viking, Marine, Marauder double pumping those Vikings. Looking pretty good doing it. Tanks in production here too. Florencio working on, he's got 2 Colossus, and now he's going into Storm because why not? Because you're Protoss, you can do big things like that. One of the things you can do to deal with Marines are Storm. Once again, a really tier 3 ability for tier 3 units. Marine is good. Marine is really, really good once they get those upgrades rocking. I don't know. Should we take a poll? Which is the best tier 3 unit in the game fully upgraded? Is it Cracklings with 3-3? Is it Charge Lots with 3-3-3? Or is it Marines with Stim Combat Shield and 3-3? I might put that poll up on my YouTube channel. That's something you can do now in case you haven't seen it. I'll do that. How about? I'll make a post on YouTube, which you've already seen by now. If you haven't seen it, go check it out because I'm going to post it on like Wednesday of last week. So it'll give you a hint as to what's coming in the future, and then you see this, you'll be like, oh, that's what Falcon is talking about. Was this game right here with all these Marines. Alright, so natural base by Flo might be in trouble. The tank, the Marines, the Marauders, the Vikings, pretty fantastic. Flo's just giving up on this. He's recalling his probes back home. You're going to lose the Nexus. I mean, maybe save it for the target fire is too good. Bam, the Storm is great. The Storm is really good. There's the pickup. Is there enough damage? He needs to take down the Colossus. Didn't do it, though. Man alive. Colossus 3 kills, 0 kills. Former Colossus of the mini kill fame is dead now. But sniping the natural was a huge play from Max. Huge play. Natural base. Happily mining. Happily making 2 SCVs at a time on both of his bases right now. The supply depots inside his main are lonely, but providing supply. And a Ghost Academy. What is with Ghost Academies today? What the heck is with Terran players playing Flow being like, we need ghosts? I don't understand. Anyway, is he supply blocked? He is. Max is supply blocked. Max! No, he's not. He's not anymore. Alright, that's good. Another tank is here, though. Tank, pretty good answer to what we're seeing here out of the Stalkers and the Colossus. Can we get some good storms like we've seen already? That was a pretty decent storm the first one around. More High Templar in production, expanding back home as Florencio. High ground position, pretty fantastic. I'm loving this. The Marines are dead. Like, the Marines don't have a chance at all. But the tank is such a huge problem. Going for it, though. Storm on the tank. Everybody dead. Another tank comes out and single target firing against these Stalkers. Doing fairly well for itself, but it's gone now, too. The Viking trying to take down the Colossus by its lonesome. A lot of SCVs are dying. But who got a drop off? Yeah, it's Max. Max got a drop off back in Florencio's base. He's doing some work back here, too. It is effectively a base race type scenario. Forcing a recall home. You got to focus. Oh, that's a pickup. That is a pickup and a retreat is what it is. Oh, made an Archon out of it, too. And he does manage to get the heck on out of there. Couple Stalkers remain. SCVs and Marines here to fight them. And you know what? Doing pretty well for themselves. Chasing it away. Oh, look at this cool High Templar, though. Look at this cool High Templar skin. Ah, storming against how many Marines? Maybe overkill, but hey, if it works, it works. More Marines rallying out. Where are they going? I don't know, but they're trading pretty well against the Stalkers. Again, Marine versus Stalker, not bad. Good micro from Flo, moving the wounded Stalker to the back. But then the Marines and the Marauders show up, and they have medevac support, and these Stalkers are dead, and they know it. They're not even really trying to run at this stage. All right, so where are we? 12 to 11 workers. Maximilian, he's been doing work, yo. 39 SCVs have died, but 31 probes have also died. So good job by Max, just trying to even this thing out. 2 base to 2 base. Neither people have... I mean, we are basically restarting the game from an economic standpoint. Seriously, high ground storms and high ground harass out of this guy. He's got 4 kills already. He is pretty awesome. I'm loving the skin on this guy, by the way. He looks good. He's gonna die, but he looks good doing it. I like how they evaporate when they die, kind of like Zealots. Bro! No body left behind at all. So again, Ghost Academy, not much is being done with it, as you can see here in the Units tab and the Production tab. Maybe he was planning on going for Ghosts, but... And Flo sees it. He saw the Ghost Academy. I just don't know. Still more Colossus, more Archons all the time, making additional probes, trying to saturate his bases as best he can after taking serious hits to his economy a couple of minutes ago. I'm trying to sing this one. Hang on. It is too high. I can, like, do it an octave lower. Well... Nope, I can't. I'm out today. I'm too sick. Sometimes I like to hum along, but not this track. And not today. Not going to happen today. All right, what is this? What are the shenanigans? Who's just sitting back? Again, when you've lost as much economy as you have, it really sucks. To have to come back from it. Florencio at 30 to 18 workers. He's done a fantastic job chrono boosting probes right here. He is way up in economy right now. Maximilian, again, does have the mules, and as a result, the income is higher. But worker count by Flo, pretty fantastic. So anytime you watch a game and you're like, ah, the Protoss player has way more workers than the Terran player does, well, consider mules and how they affect this number down here. Right? Right. Resources lost fairly even, 7,500 for Max, 6,300 for Flo. Probes heading out, I guess, maybe in scouting positions, but 2 tanks, a whole bunch of bio. Combat shield is done and stim. Army supply 62 to 37 right now. Tanks set up. Tanks get sniped a little bit. Hey, the tanks all die. Nice job by Flo. That was huge. Max should have set up those tanks a little bit further away, I think, and protected it with the bio, but he didn't. And as a result, his bio's all here. They got stormed. They got swiped. They need to be healed up. Good news is the medevacs have a lot of available energy for that. But Stargate opening, man, Flo loves his Stargates. He really, really does love them very, very much. And is that cloak? Yeah, man. Is that personal? It's personal cloaking. So ghosts in production now. Heading down south is the Protoss. I'm going to call it an Armada, but just Force, I guess, is what we're looking at right now. This is Purifier skin, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's what the Colossus are. All right, well, crikey, this natural base of Maximilian is being taken down quite effectively here by Florencio's forces. Moving on in to the main base, Maximilian is dropping and giving what for as well. So no cannons. Ah, I forced a recall again. Interesting stuff there. Forcing that recall. Just get out. Just pick up and get out. Just go. Just go. These Colossus are doing work, man. 27 and 29 kills on those Colossus. Don't fight. Why the heck are you fighting? How many Marines are down here? Okay, never mind. That went so much better for Max than I thought it would. Ooh, Colossus pops out, dies instantly to the forces. And that's a well played by Florencio. He does tap out. Maximilian is your winner. Wow. What an insane match that one was. We are on a roll today for your Sunday series. This tank, 6 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills. These Marines and Marauders doing serious work. Again, the Colossus at 30 kills apiece. Not enough. I thought the positioning was good. But so many medevacs healing, allowing the Marines to heal through that damage. Having the extra HP from Combat Shield is useful. The Marauders at the back doing serious work there too. The tank firing at everything. And he wins that battle. Max ends up losing his natural base. Whatever we want to call his natural here. Main's still alive. It's 22 to 9 workers. I mean, if it's not army supply, if Max doesn't win this engagement and just straight up win the game, I don't know what he does after that. He's in a rough position. He has one base that is horribly mined out. He could just lift, I guess, over here and resume mining, but it's a horrible place to be. But he won! Max got the win. Like I said, you guys, they're not all flow wins. So GG on that one. We're going to come back with more flow in just a minute. All right, it's Florencio under yet another name, Sewer Mermaid. Pig named him that. I'm not entirely sure where it came from, but I know it came from Pig. Top left is going to be the Red Protoss player Florencio, playing under the Sewer Mermaid account. And in the bottom right is the Blue Zerg player wearing the war chest. It is Asura SC. Quick APM check. Yeah, I was going to say, I know Asura from something. I know this name. While we're waiting for some cheese to show up, quick check. Quick check on Asura StarCraft? Yeah, there is an Asura player. He's Vietnamese and he does play Zerg. Currently teamless. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is this guy, but I guarantee I've cast him before somewhere. WESG qualifiers, probably. But I don't think it's the guy. I don't think it's Asura. It'd be really interesting if it was. I'm not sure why Sewer Mermaid Florencio here would be playing against a professional Vietnamese StarCraft 2 player. He's not. Is he playing on the Asian server? Who knows? Who knows what Florencio does in his free time? Anyway, blocking the hatch like a boss here at 17 supply. And there's the pylon. And then do you block again and again and again is the question. Oh, there are already Lings out. That was a pool first play. Out of Asura, production tab was not up because we were busy doing other stuff, but Lings are on the way, and Sewer Mermaid, he scouted it. He knows it's coming. He walls off. It's time for a cannon. It is time for a cannon now. There it is. Cannon build time enough. Is this a wall? Is the other question. Is this a hard wall? I think he hard walled. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he hard walled before he even knew the Lings were out. So that's kind of hilarious. All right, so Ling's going to do some work here. More Lings knocking down this pylon. Expansion does get successfully taken by Asura up here at the third base. And there we go. Cannon's done. Zealot is out. Lings need to get out of there. Great control there by Asura thus far. Yeah, man, who else? Are there other people out here with 300 APM going by Asura? I mean, I guess I did a Google for Asura. As hey, look, a secondary cannon rush from Florencio here. I did a Google for Asura initially. And Asura is Asuras are a class of divine beings or power-seeking deities related to the more benevolent devas in Hinduism. They are sometimes considered nature spirits, and they battle constantly with devas. Alright, so they're basically spiritual things here. The Lings do come through and shut that down, though, pretty fantastically. I mean, great job by Asura thus far. Zealot. There are too many Lings here, man. You're going to get surrounded and killed. Not even bothering to really micro the Lings all that much here. And as a result, the Zealot gets a couple more kills, but yeah, that's a cancel. That's a spotted. So, Florencio kind of getting shut down a little bit here. Asura's got 3 bases up. I don't know how Sewer Mermaid, I keep calling him that because that's what I keep looking at, but I don't know how Florencio's macro stylings are. Have we ever cast him playing a straight up macro game? I don't know that we have. Maybe this is it. I don't know. I'm not sure how long this game is exactly. I mean, I know the client does tell me how long they are, but I think I just grabbed one from random from the list and called it good. That's good for me. I don't know when they're going to end. You don't know when they're going to end. Everybody's happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Name that TV show. Third base done by Asura. It's 29 to 28 workers at this stage. Natural base coming on in for Florencio now here too. Lings just outside. I like that Asura did not go for a million Zerglings, right? He understood, I'm not going to break this. Any Protoss player that knows how to throw up a secondary wall behind their first one is going to be able to shut this down quite easily. Lings poke in, lose a Ling for pretty much no reason. Here we go. Here's the double proxy Stargate out of Sewer Mermaid. Now, what we need to do here, if you're Asura, is scout on in, man. See what your opponent is doing. Note the 4 gases that have been taken that are fully saturated. Note the entire lack of second tier tech over here. And know that something crazy is going on. I mean, I love that he's droning up as hard as he is. He's got 9, 10 drones on the way right now at a time. He's going to have a nice worker lead when all is said and done. That is the power of Zerg on 3 bases, is they can really power up that economy, assuming they know what's coming, and assuming they don't die to something like Oracle. This has got to be Oracle, right? Yep, Oracle 1, Oracle 2. All right, man, going to be mass Oracle here, which you can deal with most easily with a whole bunch of Queens and Spore support. Queens and Spores with good transfuses and good target firing can do this. Hydras, if you have a critical number of Hydras, you can do it. You can defend, but if you don't have a critical number, they just die because they're so squishy. Their HP is just not enough to really stand in there. And Roaches are not going to do anything at all. Asura's Roaches are beautiful. I'm loving what we're doing here against the Protoss player with a huge Roach push, getting Glial Reconstitution, but you are absolutely in no way whatsoever ready for anything from the air or anything that's cloaked, right? No Spore Crawlers, nope. No detection at all. Do we have any Overseers whatsoever? No. See, this is a mistake. This is a mistake from Asura. You don't know what the Protoss player is doing? He recalled a single Stalker in here to deal with this Overlord. Did he recall it from over here? What the crap, dude? You're weird, Flo. I love you, but you're weird. If he recalled that from the natural base, I'm going to laugh so hard. I can't assume he did, though. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, Roaches are going to be great against the Mass Oracle that's coming on in. No Spores. Okay, so you scouted in. You saw no tech. You saw nothing at all. You prepare for everything right now. You get detection. You get anti-air. You need to start sending Lings around to different corners of the map and try to figure out what's going on, or maybe you just kill your opponent now and assume they're bad, right? Do you just assume they're bad? You come on up, you knock them down with Roaches at the 6-minute mark, a whole bunch of Roaches, +1 missile attack is on the way. Hydralisk then coming in, but this here Oracle count is getting kind of scary. Yeah, it's real scary. Florencio decided it's scary, it's time to go. Now this is where everything dies. This is where Asura learns the power of Oracles. They were nerfed a long time ago. After Haz did incredible things with them in WCS. Oh, are you actually going to recall these home? He doesn't know what to do. He's not sure what to do with these. Do you base race with Oracles? No, because they have limited energy, and eventually they run out, but I guess we do it anyway. Good crap, that queen died so fast. Remember what I said about multiple queens and spores? Okay, base race commence. Man, if you can get that Nexus so no recalls are possible, that's what he's doing. He's doing the Nexus thing, so the recalls are not possible. A Nexus coming down to the bottom left. Florencio does have some insurance here. Oh, the Spire gets focused down. Mutas would have been so good. Anything. Muta Corruptor would have been so good here. Run your drones, man. You got to run your drones. 10 kills, 5 kills, 7 kills, 16 kills. This is just a shellacking, man. A shellacking of the oracles. The roaches, though, having a great time of their own. Did they get the +1 missile? Is still researching, so that means there's an evolution chamber left alive somewhere. Here it is. Evolution chamber is alive. Worker count, though, is 3 to 1. It is 3 to 1. You know what would be amazing for Asura? Researching Burrow. If he has the resources for it, too. Man, if he got Burrow, it's too late for that. As the oracles are here. Oh, man, he just set back the entire tech path of Florencio insanely. He's going to supply block him in tomorrow. Void Ray's here. Void Ray's better at base racing, man. Upgrade finished. Upgrade finished! Hey, Muscular Augments is done. The Hydralisk Den is also done, though. This base is really important, I think.
The enemy has discovered us.
Florencio doesn't know about this 4th base that Asura has. That's really important for him. Also, Asura doesn't know about this Nexus that Florencio has. So I'm not sure where the roaches are going, necessarily. I mean, they're scouting all together now? I mean, what you need to do is split them up, dude. Split up the roaches. They have speed. They can cover a lot of ground here. You're not doing a good job scouting. Oh, these overlords are in trouble. Is he gonna... He found it! He found Florencio's base. Can he take down the Nexus? And he does. The Void Rays are here, though! And the Void Rays are gonna have a great time versus these roaches. I'm telling you, Burrow would have been incredible, but it's too... Is it too late? Research Burrow! Oh, you're down to 25 minerals. It's too late. He keeps trying to do drones, you guys. It's very sad. He keeps trying to do drones. 65 drones have died and 41 probes have gone down. It is 3 to 3 total workers. Oh, snap. Flo doesn't have the resources to rebuild his Nexus. I'm liking it. I'm liking this so far. We are in base race mode. The problem, again, for Asura is these Void Rays. He just doesn't have an answer for them. And as a result, I'm pretty sure we're going to finish this off with a Florencio win in a very close game. Like, ridiculously close game. But unless the roaches can kill these buildings before the Void... I don't know. The Void Rays are leaving. I like how the oracles are keeping tabs on the roaches so you know where they're going. The Void Rays are not responding to this. The roaches are heading on down to your remainder buildings. Okay, I love the stasis wards, though. I mean, more stasis wards probably would be great, but how many you're going to catch is the question. No. Does he know? Nope, he didn't know about that one. Or that one. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we're stasis for quite a while. The Void Rays seem unconcerned about this. Oracle, yes, with enough energy will eventually kill roaches, which is cool. Alright, roaches coming out of stasis here. Another stasis ward coming up. Oh, only traps one of the roaches, though, depowering. Is this all the buildings that remain? These are the buildings that remain. Can the roaches get all of these Stargates? I don't think they can. They're rapidly dwindling in roach count. The oracles are just massacring them. And that's it. Rage quit. Florencio is your winner in 11 minutes and 29 seconds. Yeah, that really came down to the fact that there just weren't enough roaches, man. The Void Rays weren't even necessary. The oracles did the work. Well, that little bit of work was done by the Void Ray, but it's cool. So oracles here. 14 kills, 4 kills, 11 kills, 14 kills, 10 kills, 22 kills, and 12 kills on these oracles. That is insane. I've lost to this, you guys. I've lost to a person going mass oracle against me. Didn't quite scout it properly. I dealt with it fairly well with Hydras and Queens. I didn't lose everything, but then a whole bunch of charge lots showed up and I was toast. So that's another thing that Flo has been known to do. It's really strong. Like, I need to actually figure out the proper response to it because you're dealing with the oracles, right? I guess the answer would just be Mass Queen with spores versus the oracles and then just roaches, right? At that point, you have the resources and the larvae to make roaches instead of hydras, and then the charge lots are not as much of a problem. Theory crafting, good times. All right. Well, you know what? Really fun games today. Had a great time casting, but that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin. Oh, by the way, you can find Florencio's Twitch channel in the description here. He streams a lot at really weird hours, so if you like Twitch at all, he's sometimes streaming and nobody else is. So check him out. Tell him that Falcon sent ya, and he will love you forever. But yeah, gonna be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of your Sunday series for StarCraft II Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.